Okay. Are we back live again?
Ja, so das Lager ist, glaube ich, da.
Okay. So we're having a guest now.
Ja, also die Kamera ist nach da vorne.
Okay. I'm just continuing with the topics now. Where's my mouse? Okay. So that was the night in Munich. Yeah. After the night came an event that has not really much reason to be mentioned. It's more for so that we're complete. We had the mini pip. I can explain a short story about it. Maybe you know the pip, the Powder Influencer Pixel Party we hosted on Crusaders on Hauptfederfest this year. They're doing weird hand movements and I can concentrate because I didn't sleep for 30 hours. Whatever. Don't organize stuff. Yeah, we had the regular pip on Hauptfederfest, and not really many people know about the original idea of pip or the original Pony Influencer Pixel Party. So the intention was on Pony Influencer Pixel Party from the beginning to reach out to YouTubers, to content creators, to a lot of people who are present in the internet, who make cool pony content or who have a huge community who enjoys cool pony content, and to ask them if they want to be a special guest at this specific event. And it should have been really only about this one topic, or more or less this one topic, which is the online brony world, more or less. With the reason behind it to, like I said at the beginning, with the philosophy, with the reason behind it to get the information of the really, or like the, not only the information, but also the experience of meeting bronies in real life, or meeting even some content creators you may be a fan of in real life, and to show what a convention is like. That didn't really work out in 2024. The mini pip was with 3 attendees. I think the smallest Quest Crusader meetup ever. And it was just a replacement for pip, because we announced it to some to the team and to some new people, because they were interested, and we said, yeah, just let's do a small event with people who maybe wanted to do something on these days, and that's all about it. Yeah.
Derek says, who else is watching this in 2025?
No one. And it's the mini pip is not planned again, and yeah, we had pizza and karaoke. Karaoke is cool. So let's come to the next thing, the online meetup. Maybe people who are watching this since the beginning, I don't know how you how you're still here. It's very weird. But for information, just a fun fact, we're using Samu's internet now, Samu's mobile 5G, because neither my mobile network nor the router from the location where we're at is capable of broadcasting this wonderful piece of stream.
Du hast schon 1 Gigabyte verredet.
Ah, okay. So around 5 minutes or 1 gigabyte. So we're under pressure. Huh. But here we're not really limited on that. Yeah, we had the online meetup. It was the second online meetup, I think. It's a bit. Yeah, it's not straightforward with the numbering of the online meetups, because we had, before the online meetup, we had 2 broadcasts in the Brony Radio Germany. We also had a separate online meetup and this online meetup. So it was the 4th online event for the Brony community. And the idea behind the online meetup is that even Bronies without money or without time to travel to some far destination, like often talk to new Bronies or to online Bronies in Discord or whatever, and they're like, "What? You're driving 7 hours just for one event? Isn't there something that's nearer?" Or rookie numbers, yeah. What was the longest you traveled to an event, to a Brony event?
Total travel probably 24 hours for far away US country.
Okay, so take an example on Samu, who's traveled 24 hours to some Brony event. Yeah, and I know that the other 2 people here in the room with me are more active in Germany, so we have like usual travel durations between 3 or 7 hours. But even that's sometimes really new for Bronies who don't know about the Meetup community. So.
Der hat gesagt, Starlink ist jetzt vorhanden.
Ja, Derek, nächstes Mal Starlink auf Dach. Okay. Yeah. The online meetup was pretty good, I think. We had again some technical difficulties, but less technical difficulties than the first online meetup, so that worked out. One thing we learned was we should really use DI boxes. I don't know if some of you know about event technical stuff, but DI box is something that usually use if you plug, let's say, a source into your audio system that's not really outputting a 100% clean signal, like a laptop or something with unbalanced output or whatever. We had the reason I'm telling this is because we had huge problems with the Brony Radio Germany. We wanted to broadcast on the BRG for the listeners there, and also that we have a version that's without video. We didn't really have much attendees there, like they're usually just 5 or whatever. So we're not gonna do that again next time. It was a really big hassle, and yeah, that's the reason we're not broadcasting on the Brony Radio Germany next time. And we had sound issues. It was not nice. But the Twitch and YouTube worked out, and around 50 attendees. It's hard to say because sometimes it's not really counted by YouTube and Twitch in the right way, whatever. We had around 50 attendees, and we did not have that many fails like this time with the QuestMeet. So let's hope for the best next time. Yeah, we have set the date for the next time on the 7th of March 2026, and are expecting a bit more attendees, but it's hard to say. It really depends on the date and what other events are there. Okay. Yeah, something I can say about it. That's something I think Solavio is going to talk about later today, of course. The online meetup was the first time we tried our own programmed timetable system. So Quest Crusader IT department has programmed a timetable. We used it in full productive use on Hopsvetterfest. We had some bugs that were fixed on site, and it's going to be better next time, but we're going to learn about it, out of it. But we have programmed a timetable system that has the feature of being hosted at the event, broadcasting the information to the website of the event and to the screens in the venue. So the advantage is if you have an internet failure at the venue or whatever, the tables are still updatable at the venue, and you don't have the problem to have any cloud service that's not reachable or whatever. So cloud services are interesting, and that was the online meetup was the first event where we used or where we tried this online timetable. It was really not noticed by the visitors because it was more like an internal production test, but that was the start of the story, let's say it like that. Okay. Yes, I wanted to show some cool pictures for the online meetup because maybe you've seen it in the slideshow if you were there, or if you joined later, I can show you some cool pictures because we're usually setting up very cool DJ area for the online meetup with fog machine and everything and lights, and I also have a video there. That was in my living room. It was way cooler when we did it, I think 2024. Yes, I think it was 2024, but more in the spring, where we did it outside because we had like the whole area flooded with fog, and then blue lights and everything just beaming into the sky. It was a cool view. But yeah, that was the online meetup. One thing is, if you have questions or something, or if you want to point something out, you can just write it into the chat of the YouTube, or maybe in the Discord chat, and I'll look at it when we get to the Q&A at the end. Okay, now we have trip to Legoland. That's something I'm going to talk about. We had in 2024 the trip to Phantasialand, and this year the trip to Legoland. We're probably gonna have a different one each year. Maybe next or 2027 again Legoland. Maybe we'll switch it out like that. I don't know yet. It's really depends on how many people come. And at Legoland we had 9 attendees, a bit less than we had at Phantasialand, sadly, but still was fun. One special thing we did different to Phantasialand was we made it 2 days long. We had the possibility for guests to stay 1 day. On Saturday was the preferred day, and we had the possibility to stay overnight at the hotels of Legoland, or also somewhere else. That no one did that, but our group, I think we were 5 people, stayed at the Legoland hotel. Yeah, there's not really a financial result because it was completely even with the numbers, and that's the whole story about Legoland. More about Phantasialand, Solaris will tell later when we come to the event. For some reason, all of the dots, if they are getting bigger, use the wrong dots. I tried it yesterday and it worked. It doesn't work today. Maybe Solaris broke it. just tell the IT guy was it. Yeah, we have Little Pistol Party and we're gonna grab Lucky Donald for it. Lucky Donald's waiting in the Discord, so we need the Discord. There, yeah. Okay, just move, or I will do it. Just move Lucky up. Oh, Hi, Lucky, do you hear me?
Technically, yes.
Yeah. Are you ready?
As ready as can be, I guess. Let me just.
Wait, I'm just gonna.
I have a bit of an audio loop. Give me a second to find the YouTube thing.
I don't.
So,
You
mute
have
my.
audio issues.
Yeah.
Let me do something quickly. Gonna turn her down a bit.
Oh, I'm now in the other room. Oh, that makes it so more difficult. Okay.
I can understand you now. Okay. We're at Little Pistol Party, and I would say you can just talk about it. Do you need me for it?
Yeah, can you share me the screen for the presentation?
I can share you the screen. I mean, it's in the live stream, but of course I can.
Yeah, but just close it so it doesn't give me a feedback loop.
Alright, I can also share the screen, of course. PowerPoint. So, okay, you should now see the presentation.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's very helpful. All right. Yeah, perfect. I'm here today to talk about Little Bips Little Party and our event, which was helped from Crusaders, mainly Elias, but I think a bit of PR as well. I'm just trying to find my notes here. I was under the assumption we were a bit later in the overall plan. There we go. We had 46 attendees there. I should actually start with like, what is Little Bips Little Party? We are a pony event for the Fallout part of the community. So Fallout Equestria, which is a book written in like 2012, I believe, or whatever, and created a little bit of a subculture inside the Brony fandom. And for that, actually, quite a few fans exist, and we decided there's not a single, or we realized there's not a single event catering to this niche of like the Fallout Equestria fandom within the pony fandom. And so that's why we started doing that and planned for it. We started back in 2004 with the first one, and yeah, this is like for the yearly look back, we will mainly look at 2025, but I will also go into the humble beginnings a bit because I think that's sets the setting for that, and because we were already helped by Crusaders back then as well. Yeah, it takes place in Harzgerode, so in the middle of Germany, up a bit in the northern part. It is in the Harz Mountains, so that has a bit of a problem for like getting there. So you will probably drive around those mountains for like 2 hours to get there, but otherwise it's a very beautiful location, especially for us, because it's an old children's hospital, which was decommissioned and also falling down a bit. You can see that on the slides on the left mostly. This is our party hall, and it is safe to be in there, but it looks really run down. So really perfect for this like post-apocalyptic pre-war kind of feeling of the books, right? That was like a big event to like organize that. We as said, we got close to 50 people this year, so it needs a bit more logistics than like having 20 people meet up somewhere. And for example, we had a shuttle to get all the people from the train stations there, and like also made sure people could communicate beforehand to like find groups to drive with or stuff like that, and people picking up other people to get there, and all that kind of stuff is needed for like this kinds of remote locations. We had a bigger team this time. We had a kitchen crew, we had an art team, we had the lighting crew doing the party part of Little Pip's Little Party. We had this time, which was wonderful, we had like a LARP team doing more of a RPG kind of thing where you would like actually have people cosplaying characters, and you could engage with them and like get quests, do stuff, earn bottle caps you can then spend at the bar, and that was the big new thing this year for us, and that was really well received, I think, and was a lot of fun to like have this kind of engaging part, right? Where like you have to do stuff to get your drinks, but like it fits into the universe and all that. What have we learned? I'm probably skipping so much right now because I want to like just concentrate on some of the more important stuff. I think having more volunteers is still a big topic for us, for like having this kind of bigger event, because it's just not something you can organize with 4 people. We tried the first year to like just have the core team of, I think, 6 to 8 people handle it all, and that was not very doing well. There was nobody able to like react to stuff happening when there were problems, because everyone was already planned to do something else, and that was a big mistake we fixed. And as you can see, we had a lot of volunteers. There's a screenshot photo from the kitchen where a wonderful kitchen team helped, mainly under the lead of Volke, from my understanding, and so that was really awesome. And that meant more people could like help out where suddenly changes had to be made or reacted to. I think that increased the whole event overall for everyone, because things were running smoothly, more smooth from that, from just the fact that we could react to changes and stuff. And also we had better weather this year, which was like a big of an point, because the first Little Pip's Little Party was -2 degrees Celsius outside, so below freezing point. It was snowing that one day, so that was a bit of a problem there. I think back then we actually handled that quite well, and we're really making sure everyone is on the same page, that it's going to be freezing cold, that the rooms there are unheated, so everyone was packed with the right equipment. I think communication was the key there. And so those kind of things can be overcome, which is, I think, the learning of that, that if you have like bad conditions, as long as you prepare everyone for that, it's not a problem. For example, everyone knows that the Everfree Encore is going to be, if it's going to rain, then it's going to be muddy. So as long as people know beforehand, you can like react to those kind of problems beforehand. I think that's the most fun or extreme things we had there. Last time we had a bit of issue with like setting up the lighting stuff and the party part. So we had to strip out the opening ceremony. Sorry, the open stage at the first day, which is something we want to do better the next time in 26, and like possibly have proper party on both the Friday and the Saturday. So it's like you get more from the weekend basically. Um, we improved in like one of the big issues for Little Pip's Little Party is the kitchen. You can see it back there in the photo. It's not big. Um, we were back then promised like a gastro kitchen, so like with big stuff and everything, and it is more like a home kind of kitchen. So that is something we have to adapt to and learned to adapt to. This year we got like a big dishwashing machine that was very helpful and saving a lot of work, and those kind of small changes I think can matter a lot actually in the end. Um, yeah, I think I'm jumping a bit over the things because it's as much as I have prepared right now. Um, um, yeah, let's see. We're aiming for supporting, I think, up to 70 people there. We want to bring in more people. The thing we will probably need to make better for that is stuff like social media and like getting into there, and also like having someone on location making nice photos. We got not very much photos from our event because we don't have a nice dedicated doco team volunteer other than like what's needed for the stream. And so that's also something to like keep in mind, that having a dedicated person to like document that you have a nice event is really helpful to like advertise the next one. And we are lacking in that, so that's why our website doesn't have any photos of the event, because we don't have any. Yeah, I think unless you have some questions you want to ask, I think I poked at a few things which was like important for LPLP.
Okay, thank you. I think that's pretty good explained. There's nothing left to say, I think.
Yeah, are there any questions or whatever?
Let me look in the comments. Do we have questions in the comments?
Not right now.
No, we don't have questions.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay, I have to. I noticed I should open the live stream on my laptop so I can see the comments. That would be a good idea. So okay, then I'll.
Yeah, I should actually take a quick moment to thank my team for that, and like again also all the help from the Quest Crusaders at that point. Um, like I said earlier, without all the volunteers, stuff like that is not possible, right? And so thank for everyone who helped there. Like the kitchen team did such a great job. The stream team was very nice. All the technic stuff, all the departments I'm missing right now because I am in a bit of a tunnel vision. And also thanks for the support from you guys. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's great. I mean, also, I think we should thank our acts from the evening and all of our volunteers. I think that's always something that's very worthy if you have people to support you at the event, and just not really asking for much. I mean, we look for from the financial side to offer a good ticket price and everything, but also just to have yeah, musical acts and to have volunteers so open willingly to help. Okay. That's something that counts in general, I would say. Okay, I think we can move Lucky out of the Discord then, if you're done, Lucky. Okay. Oh, Lucky is okay, muted. Then we'll remove Lucky, and we can move. If I've done the change, let me. I'm just moving it to here now. Okay. Yeah, that was correct, the point. We're now moving to Hops Federfest. Was afterwards of. Okay, I was completely confused. For, yeah, of course it's in latency. I should live stream more often. Yeah, we come to Hops Federfest. It was shortly after the Little Pips Little Party. Like, okay, it shortly means 2 months, but for us, for organizing, it was shortly after because it was the next event and it was a lot to prepare. I'm gonna talk about the Quest Crusader part later with Pip and everything. Now we're going to grab Kitao and Silverwing and get him into our call. If you can do that. Hi, do you hear me?
Hi.
Hi. Okay. I think I can give it to you from there. And do you have a webcam? Do we have to show your Discord?
So,
Okay. Then Electric Knight
now
will
my
arrange
webcam
it like
stopped
that.
working.
Perfect. Then just move it over.
What do you want to know?
I move that here, and then we can do it in full screen. Okay. Perfect. That's modern technical stuff. Okay, you can begin.
What do you want to know about Hops Federfest? And yes, we are now at in like 2 years. We announced our date. It's the 10th and 11th July 2027. Yes, we have to announce it very early because the volunteers and the people which are visiting us need enough time to plan the trip. About the last Hops Federfest, we are very happy about our volunteers and every other people which visited us, or our artists and everyone else. That because
Maybe you can
yeah.
talk about feedback or what we will do better next time. Something like that.
Oh, what we will do better next time? We are planning a few things. Maybe we have Synchronsprecher,
Voice actors.
voice actors. Voice actors, yes. Maybe we have voice actors next time. We planning something else about our plushie meetup, and the next theme is like the last theme about heaven and hell. It's going to the Greece mythology, about Olymp and Tartarus, also Zeus and Hades. And no, we don't have a good and a bad one next time.
Just
because
equal.
Hades was a good god and Zeus too. We get last year we have only one panel and workshop room. Next time we have two, only for our guests, so they can make even more, which what our artists are planning for them. So we have our main stage for a lot of panels, two workshop rooms for panels and workshops. I'm talking with one or two plushie maker to make plushie workshops. Yes, you heard it right. Like this year, we had one plush workshop too. You could make a plush brand of yours this year, and this was the plush workshop was overrun. What I know, and so so we say yes. Maybe we need a second one, and so we need a second room. The room was full. Nobody, no one could join, couldn't join the workshop, and no one could fit in the room anymore. The stage, about a few panels on the stage, we are reworking them, exclusive for our visitors, so they have even more fun. And I'm thinking about the time of our music act on Saturday. Maybe they will get a little longer. But there is a real big but. We need more volunteers so we can run the convention. This is a really big but, and hopefully there we get more volunteers next time, so we can make it even smoother for our visitors.
Okay, so to say it in a short way, the program is being really enhanced. We're getting more like a room more and more content is interesting and exactly.
Like the music quiz. The music quiz was an idea from me, and Bootleg Vinyl come to me and says, "Hey, maybe can I have the music quiz and maybe can I make it?" And I said, "Yeah, you can do it. Make it. You're the better musician than me." And so now we have really better music quiz because our Bootleg Vinyl is making it now.
Okay. Is there something left to say then?
If you want to know something also about the location, we want to have the same location, but the location have work to do
Maintenance work,
at this year where Hopsfederfest is, and it don't know if we can have it, but we hope we can get it, and if not, we have a new one. Also, now we have two locations where we can make it.
Okay, so even if we don't get the original location in Leasing, like the part of Vienna, we still have a
location at Vienna.
location to host Hopsfederfest on exactly the date we announced. So you can rely on the date we announced without having to fear that because the location is doing maintenance work, it may be cancelled. So yeah. No problem.
We have two locations for the same date, but if we get the VHS Leasing, we will stay there.
Okay.
So
I
there
think-
is no big fear or problem about the date. The date is the right one. The city is the same. So only the place in the city can be a different one. Only for 2027.
Okay. That seems okay. Then Kitao, do you have to say something?
Yeah, much has been said. I don't know. Maybe you have some questions I can answer.
Okay. If someone has questions, just write it in the chat. I think at least one of you or you two will be there till the Q&A. So if someone has questions till there, we can talk about it then. Okay.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay. Okay. Then I'll remove you from the call again, and we'll continue with the next topic.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, finally. Nah, was really nice. So, okay, let's move on to the next part. Where's my mouse? Don't steal my mouse. No, exactly. That was about Hops Fetterfest itself. We're really optimistic to to have learned from this year's and also from the Hops Fetterfest from last year. So it's gonna be a new great event, and we'll go to the same corner of Europe. We go to the Pony Influencer Pixel Party, the PIP on Hops Fetterfest. I told you before, when we started with the mini PIP, what the idea behind Pony Influencer Pixel Party was originally, and the idea still remains. You may have seen which community guests we had there for the PIP on Hops Fetterfest. Like, for example, the guy from Switzerland who makes the Sweetie Bot project, or Storm XF, or other musicians like Acid Applejack or Velvet, and some more. And one example I can talk about, and we're gonna show a video afterwards. Maybe she's watching, maybe not. She wrote me a telegram that she may watch it. She wanted a reaction. But yeah, I mean, from the organizers of Hops Fetterfest, we all know the video. It's Damayanti art. Really cool, really cool artist who who makes animations on YouTube. And that's some example. Do you want to say something? Nothing. That's one example for a person who didn't know about the Brony fandom at all. Like, I found her Instagram channel with, I think, 20,000 followers, and reached out to her, and we talked in Discord, and she was like, yeah, she didn't know this existed. Like, you can apparently have a My Little Pony Instagram account and post regularly animations and everything about My Little Pony, but don't know that Galacon exists. It's possible. And as it sounds, for us people who know about all of that, that's the thing we have to keep in mind when we want to make events for everyone or every pony. So yeah, that's one thing. And I think we're just gonna show the video if you want, for the transition from Hops Fetterfest to PIP. One moment.
No.
Okay, it tried to play it. It played the audio, and it didn't play the video. Let's try that again. Or maybe just let's don't try it again. Yeah, with Linux that wouldn't happen. We should use Linux. Solarius, why don't we use Linux? Just blaming the IT guy.
No.
Where is it? Okay. I have to.
Run.
The door! The door!
The door?
The door!
What is the door?
The door is everything! All that once was
have
and
to
all
know.
that will be!
It's
The door
playing
controls
somewhere.
time and space!
It's a very audio-visual experience.
I have to mute it now. What the fuck? Okay.
Sorry for everyone who has headphones.
We try to restart the Explorer. Just enjoy our waiting stuff. I don't know. Okay, it seems like we have gotten it up running. I unmuted now, and we can watch this wonderful video and close the other things that didn't work.
No. Run.
The door! The door!
The door?
The door!
What is the door?
The door is everything! All that once was and all that will be! The door controls time and space!
That's the sound of the police!
Oh, motherfucker, we're fucked now.
Yeah, that was the wonderful video from Damayanti Art. You can watch it on her channel on YouTube or somewhere else, I don't know. Just search for her. I really appreciate it. And she wanted to know some reactions. What do you think, Samu?
I watched this right after the con, and it's like, I love the editing style. It's that like kind of encompasses the randomness that we also have in this fandom. and that I very much appreciate the humor that we can share among the people here.
Nice, okay. Joni, what do you think?
It's a nice video. Sometimes videos with Pony are funny and so I watch them.
Hat frei gesprochen und viele Bilder benutzt.
Okay, he liked it. It's just Joni's way to say he liked it. What did you think, Electric Knight?
I have no idea what to say.
He's just confused, okay? Just let him be confused. Aren't we all? Okay, please change back to the presentation for me. So, yeah, what you just witnessed was a load of insiders from this year's Hopsfederfest. He's pointing at the screen in despair. What's up? Umschalt F5. Okay. Okay, I think we're back. Yeah, let's come back to Pony Influencer Pixel Party. I would say it's not really only the Pony Influencer Pixel Party. From the idea, from asking Hopsfederfest, like it originated in, yeah, we don't really think it's a good idea to make an own con about it. With everyone has to drive to the location. We have to, they have to take vacation days and everything. We said, why shouldn't we just support a new con or a con that Quest Crusaders thinks it's cool and should be supported? So we reached out to Hopsfederfest and here we had the idea, can we work together? And out of this working together for PIP, for Pony Influencer Pixel Party, out of this came the whole cooperation between Hopsfederfest and Quest Crusaders. And at the end, I think maybe someone looked at the credit list on the Hopsfederfest website. There was some participation of Quest Crusaders. For example, we had nearly the whole technical stuff on our side, from streaming, which was completely new and not existing in 2024. Also, what do we have? The lighting team was again from Quest Crusaders, like in 2024. We already helped out on that point. Also, the moderation was done by Quest Crusaders. We had the IT department in person there for the timetables and for whatever was there to do. We had the awareness team that came through Quest Crusaders, and of course PIP. And some artists also helped out, like smaller stuff. So we're really proud on the cooperation we did there, and it worked out. And the visitors were happy, and the special guests were happy. I think at least they didn't get that negative kind of feedback. And we hope to do that again at Hopsfederfest in 2027. But we have another cooperation with Jaquestria. So next year, maybe you know Jaquestria. I hope you know Jaquestria. It's like in Europe the second biggest con after GalaCon. So it's yeah, and in between PonyCon Holland, of course. So don't underestimate them, but whatever. Yeah, Jaquestria is the next. What did you say? Okay, just don't believe my words. They'll correct me in the comments. Yeah, Jaquestria is also around 400 to 500. We can discuss this on another point when we have fixed numbers. But either way, Jaquestria, for those who don't know, is a My Little Pony convention in Prague. It's like usual convention, has everything that one needs there. Next year in August, and one thing that's more or less special about Jaquestria and also Hopsfederfest is at least the last 3 years they were always every second year. So Czechoslovakia was last time in 2022, I think, 2023, I think, then 2024 was, no, I can't count. I can't really count. 2024 was a skip for Czechoslovakia. 2025 was skip for, okay.
2024 happened.
Then, yeah, exactly, because Hauptstädterfest was twice in a row, and that's what I wanted to say. Don't confuse me, Samu. You're the reason. I just gotta say you're the reason. I just I have the no, whatever. At least the idea from the side of Hauptstädterfest and also PIP is to get in a 2-year rhythm where Hauptstädterfest is every second year and in between is Czechoslovakia. I mean, I don't know what's their plan for Czechoslovakia. So if they go back to a yearly rhythm, maybe that just changes. But that's the whole idea of also Hauptstädterfest being every second year to have enough time in between to prepare. And there are so many conventions that there's enough room that every organization that does a convention have enough space and enough capacity of visitors to to have at their convention. At Czechoslovakia, it probably will not be an cooperation that's that extensive as with Hauptstädterfest, because Czechoslovakia is a really it's not happening the second time. They're really good team, and yeah, it's just a cooperation with PIP, because we said, yeah, we don't want to skip PIP for a year because we think it's such an important project to reach out to the online community, to show the online community that there are these meetups, these conventions, and we don't want to skip that for a whole year. I think that's what to say about PIP. Okay. The next thing is Bronies Crossing. Like some applauded. It was a really good event, I think. I'm also really proud of it. It was the idea behind Bronies Crossing was based on an old event that didn't happen for years. It was the winter wrap-up, the WWU or WWU in. I don't know where it was. I think somewhere in Thüringen. Yeah. Either way, it was an event that was based around huts. Like you see it in the middle picture. That's the location of Bronies Crossing, and the location, as far as I heard, from the winter wrap-up was similar, but had a lot more huts, a lot more spaces where people can sleep, and a way worse energy supply. I'm not going to get into fandom detail there. Someone like the experienced members of the Bronies Bayern e.V. may elaborate what happened there. There are funny stories, but the idea behind Bronies Crossing was similar to provide the location, to provide the platform, more or less, but to let the people make their own event. The platform existed at Bronies Crossing with the huts. We had, of course, a bar, we had food, and we had some events that were planned from the organizers, but everything else was completely done by the visitors. Like we had DJs, we had some PowerPoint karaoke stuff. We had, what did we have? We had a hike in the night.
We summoned Markus Söder.
We summoned Markus Söder, exactly. We had buckball. So there was really a lot that just was organized by the people themselves. And of course, we had the swimming, the swimming pool, like a whole.
It was too cold.
It was too cold for you, because you're weak. I know I didn't. I had enough. You know, I have enough to do. Of course, it wasn't too cold for me. Would never say that. Yeah.
Yes.
But Bronies Crossing turned out pretty well.
You mustn't go swimming because it's a code for you.
Yeah, whatever. We had one special thing I want to point out about Bronies Crossing is we had like fax devices, Faxgeräte. Maybe I'm pretty sure all of the Germans know Faxgeräte. It's an antique way, I would say, to send documents over telephone wire. So usually nowadays you just use your messenger or your email to scan something and I can go over there if it's better for you. Yeah, you just use your email, whatever. But I and also Electric Knight are pretty interested in old technical stuff. And we set up a whole network with own phone lines. You can see the flag here hanging on one of our real outdoor phone lines. One of the lines I'm pretty proud of because Electric Knight brought it. And it's what's it exactly?
It's an actual free-span telephone.
Yeah, free-span telephone line, but what wires does it have?
It does have 4 sets of 4 wires.
4 sets of 4
Three
wires.
sets of 4.
3 sets of 4. Okay, so it has
12
12 wires. So you can transmit 6 calls, 6 not 6 calls, but 6 lines over it. Yeah, that was the fact about the telephone cable. I hope you think it's interesting. Yeah, that was one thing. It did work. We had some technical issues. We had some setup issues. We might do it again next year. We learned from the feedback that some guests liked it. Some guests said it wasn't really necessary, but it's fun to do and we'll think about it. One interesting idea we had was if we could set up a dial-in modem network. This idea was scrapped pretty quickly because dial-in modems are not that cheap, and also you have to be the service provider, so you need service provider hardware that's usable for dial-in modems. So if you out there are interested in making a modem network,
If you have a bunch of modems.
if you have it, the stuff, and you know how to do it, you can do it. We're welcome it. We have the phone, and we'll most likely set up the phone lines again next time, so we can use dial-in modems. But we said we won't do it, I think, because it's just too complicated. Not too complicated, but just too much, and also for the small thing, I don't really know if it's necessary. Definitely not. One thing that I can point out, and also we asked it in the feedback form, maybe some of you filled out the feedback form, was if we should do or if we should make it a day longer. Because Bronies Crossing, you see the similarity to Animal Crossing. You can live in your... I didn't really think that was Animal Crossing. No, you can live in your hut. You can do whatever you want. You can decorate it. We had really cool decorated huts there. And the question was if we should do it a day longer. And it was a clear yes. So Bronies Crossing will be, and it will be a day longer on Thursday. So from Thursday to Sunday. That's the duration of Bronies Crossing. Of course, one does not have to arrive on Thursday, so you can also just arrive normally on Friday. But I'm pretty sure some will use this opportunity to make more of this event. But it's in general a trend I noticed that events are getting longer and longer. Like next year, we have some events that are not just 2 or 3, but still a day longer than they were before. Okay, enough for Bronies Crossing. Let's get to the next. Do we have connection issues? No, it works because my laptop shows weird stuff. Screen and how long was it that Lucky wrote these messages.
But that was before the video.
Okay, okay, that was the video. Yeah, the video was really confusing, and I'm of course blaming Damayanti art for it.
Yeah. The live stream currently is on the Be Right Back page. And I just heard myself, so yeah, it's working.
We still have very bad. Of course, it's your whatever. We still have very bad transmission rates, but I hope we'll get over it. Maybe it's just a spike in traffic. Oh, I have to. I would have to show the meme now. There's a pun on the Puburu, where you have like a giant Spike the Dragon in a giant traffic jam, and there you have your spike in traffic. Please laugh now. So, okay, Solavius. You want to talk about trip to Phantasialand. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, then I'm gonna give the word to you. You don't need me, right?
Yes. So yeah, 2024 was the first trip to Phantasialand. It's located next to Cologne in Brühl, which is from Cologne main station, easy reachable via a special shuttle bus that you can use to visit the Phantasialand. So travel to there is really easy, and we had about 14 attendees, and at 2024, and we visited the Phantasialand for one day, and as you can see in the bottom of the presentation, a little group photo and everything. So we also did something special at the Phantasialand. I don't know if it's the correct word in English, but we made a Schnitzelhand, or something like geocaching. No, that's not right.
I think you call it treasure hunt or something. You can describe what we did.
I have a hard time understanding you. You can still hear me because the stream is buffering.
Yes, you're here.
Okay.
Just continue. We'll just continue, because if we don't continue, we'll never come to an end, lol.
Okay. We did like a Schnitzelhand, and we made some quests. So people got a special sheet of paper where with some small missions that lead you through a self-written story written by Mr. History Pro through the entirety of Phantasialand, and you needed to find special locations. And if you found those locations that were hidden in the quest text, then you needed to make a photo with your group. We had multiple groups, and the group that completed all quests and some smaller side quests where we have had missions that we made like on demand, and if you solved those missions, we had a small prize. We had what was it again? Like a coffee cup.
Yeah, we had a Quest Crusader Cup for every winner, and I think Milka chocolate. Yes.
Yes. For the winners, we had for every member of the winning team, we had a Quest Crusaders Cup, and as a participation prize, we gave everyone a brick of chocolate. Not necessarily a giant brick of chocolate, but I'm missing the word right now. But you know what I mean. Yes, it was very funny. We also had an unofficial after party after the event, but that was not officially part of it. But I just wanted to talk about that. Yeah, and for next year, we have planned to visit the Phantasialand again. And this time we not only have one day of Phantasialand, but we have 2 days, like a Saturday, Sunday, and you can stay inside the Phantasialand. It also hosts a variety of hotels. I think there were 3 theme hotels. I think 1 African, 1 Chinese, Asian, and 1 steampunk style hotel inside the park area. Like inside the park and special housing, and not like a casual hotel, but really in the fantasy of the areas where the hotels are located. So it's very fitting into the theme park. And yes, did I forget something?
I don't really think so. Maybe you, yeah. I think we've covered everything. I guess we'll do the Quest stuff again next year.
Yes, we will also do Quest. We also got a lot of feedback about the Quest and how we have organized them. Next time we want to do the Quest not so linear, or we will want to do a little bit less, or a little more spaced out the things, because the first part where we had the Quest, a few people felt like they were like a bit rushed, so that they are able to complete them fully. So we will still do a very cool story and cool quests, but we aim that you don't need as much time to complete them as before, so you have more time to freely roam around in the Fantasia.
Okay, then I think we know everything about it. Thank you, Solavius. Do you have some last words to say?
Yeah, I really have trouble understanding you via Discord, Elias. Can you repeat it again?
I said if I kill your connection in Discord, if you have any last words to say.
No, I don't have anything to say. Yeah.
Okay, then we'll move you out of the channel, or you can go
Yeah,
by
I will
yourself.
leave. Thank you very much.
Just leave. Okay, and I will go to the next slide. We come to, yes. Now we come to the events we cooperate with, like for example, or we collaborate with, for example, the Bronies Bayern IV Weihnachtsfeier or Christmas party is some small event, for example, where where I hosted a quiz, like it's called the Große Ponypreis. It's just a quiz where you have activities, where you have questions about a lot of stuff. That's one of the examples. We also just help on other events. There are bigger examples following. What did we have here? Yeah, exactly. This was the Weihnachtsfeier. We'll do it again this year. Also, okay. The slide was on the wrong place. We have the Bronivision Song Contest on meetups. Maybe you know about the Bronivision Song Contest. I'm pretty sure you know about the Eurovision Song Contest. Bronivision is something we brought to life because we like music, we like ponies, and some like competition. And the concept of Eurovision is pretty simple. You don't have like in a regular talent show or something. You don't have judges who are just more or less randomly selected people who know about music or whatever. But you have the countries that vote 50% of the points, or that that spread 50% of the points, and we have the visitors with the other 50% of the points. So the idea is to make a similar thing for Bronivision. It's a bit smaller, it's a bit it's a bit different. For example, this year at the 5N, like the replacement event, more or less, not really officially for the 5S, because it didn't happen this year, in Hamburg, was in the style of medieval. So you see on the slides medieval clothing and medieval instrument, for example, but of course also usual instruments. That's not wrong, but it was mostly instrumental, and that was the idea behind the medieval style on the 5N. We will host the Bronivision Song Contest, the BSC, next year again at the 5S. That was also a fact that some may not know, that only know the Bronivision Song Contest from GalaCon. Before the contest, like I think the evening before, I got a message if she can lend a guitar from anywhere, and I think we have connection issues. Okay, we're having connection issues. Don't worry, I'll just continue. So you miss every bit of context. Yeah, it was like really sweet because she said, yeah, if she could borrow a guitar somewhere, she wants to participate, and she won with a borrowed guitar and a song that was performed with heart. That works out, exactly. We had a bit of issues with GalaCon this year, organizational issues. Like I said, it worked out in the end, but it's unclear if it will happen again. We'll think about it in the Quest Crusaders team if we will do it again, but don't take my word if it will happen. Okay. Bronivision on GalaCon. One is left. The car spikes ponies. Driving is magic panel. I need the notes for that because the project manager for that was Shift from Hamburg. They're one of the heads from the car spike and ponies community, and I can explain it when I have my notes there. Just have to wait for Telegram. Where is it? Oh, how good that the internet works. So, exactly. It was like the following way. I know Shift and also his partner Cassius. Just some years, I don't know when, we met at some Brony events, we met online, and we talked about organizing stuff and everything. And they said, yeah, they maybe want to do a car meet, like people from the car community know it. If you're a car fan, you can have your car, you can just drive it, just maintain it, or you can go to a meet with the car. Like if we Bronies meet for our meetups because we like ponies, other people meet because they like cars and because they want to show what nice stuff they are doing with their car. And that's it was also the idea for or the first idea for cars, bikes, and ponies. We reached out to GalaCon with that. We made a bit of a plan. We made a bit of a proposal, and it didn't really work out that way. Wasn't really accepted like that. And from that came the next idea of doing just a panel, just to show the cars community or the overlapping of cars and ponies, cars including bikes of course, to other Bronies, or at all to get a connection point to the community. And as far as I heard, or he even wrote it here, they have a Discord server, and there were around 30 ponies on the Discord server. And with the panel, it were 80, or like I think in a week after Gala, 90 ponies on the Discord server. And that's, I would say, impressive number. It is more like double than before. Because, like he says, the visitors liked it. There were a lot of visitors in there. It was accepted very well. And it may happen again in a similar way. What do I have here? Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the most of it. Yeah, he writes maybe he will make a small workshop next time. How one can do a Brony car meet, because what they're trying to do with the whole community, that's the reason they're building this Discord server. They want to do a meet for the car Bronies, car and bike Bronies. So really like a usual meetup, like we have Little Pips Little Party with the Follow the Questia theme. That's another meetup with the cars theme. That's the whole point of the community, and they're on a good way on doing that. Okay. I think that's the most thing I have to say about it. And it will happen again. That's the happy part. Okay. Continue to the next. We have the regulars tables. For those who don't know what a regulars table is, in German Stammtisch, I want to explain how meetups in Germany or general meets are organized. We have the conventions, we have meetups, and we have regulars tables or Stammtische. That's something I learned when I talked to other guys everywhere around the world with the PIP theme. For example, when I talked to Spectre in Argentina, or even doesn't the camera work?
It's autofocus.
Nice. Even the camera wants to give up now. Where was I? When I talk to people all around the world, they don't know about the vivid, or they don't have such a vivid community like we have it in Germany. We have regular tables that are every month, like 4. We have we have them in Munich, Cologne, Düsseldorf, and Hamburg, like in general now. A regular table is more likely small gathering for one evening, for one afternoon, whatever, and usually without big program and everything. Different variations exist, of course, and also the entrance fee is free or very low. It's like the easiest way to get in touch with Bronies is just to go to Regular's table. Then we have the meetups, usually up to 100 visitors. That's usually the place where you can stay overnight, food is included, and usually also see the same people all around. And above that, like above 100 people, is usually the mark where it's not decided by the attendees, but usually it's like a convention usually has above 100 attendees and is in a separate location. They usually don't have a place to sleep. You have to get a hotel. There are a lot of vendors. There are panels, special guests. That's the biggest level, like a convention. Just explained simple. Yeah, and now we're coming to the lowest part, but not the least interesting part, because regular tables are important. Speaking from organizing view, from an organizing view, regular tables are important because you can bind the community. You can have this every month. There are the same people coming again and again, and you can show them what the Brony fandom really is about. The whole idea. And let's start with Munich. And I welcome Effeltron back on stage. He tells about what's special about the regular table in Munich and how many attendees you have and what you will do different next year and if it will continue at all.
The regular table in Munich is okay. The regular table in Munich is every the Saturday in the month, so it's 12 times in the month. Normally it would be a regular table today, but today is night by night, so we skipped the little thing and made the meetup. It's a bit bigger. Yeah, it's a meeting. Oh, the regular table is a meeting for Bronies. It's only a little group, maybe we are 10 or 12. Not like a meetup where 20, 50 also would be there. And in the winter we are in Trammernhäuser. In summer we are outside, maybe Eisbach or Isar. At the Isar we can grill.
We can grill.
Yeah, we can
barbecue.
grill.
We can have a barbecue.
We can have a barbecue, self-made barbecue, swim.
What's special about the regular table in Munich if you compare it to Cologne or Hamburg?
Yeah, when you're from Munich or Bavaria or the south of Germany, then it's
nearer.
Easier. Yeah, it's closer to you than Hamburg or Köln. Yeah, and then it makes more sense to go to Munich than to Köln or Hamburg. And when you want, you can visit all these regular tables like Landshuter, Kitzinger, Hamburger, Kölner, Münchner. I know one who visited them all.
Okay.
So it's nice. It's not so special, but it's nice to meet other Bronies, to make fun activities. Maybe you can watch 1 or 2 episodes of MEP, sing songs together, and have fun.
Yeah. So regular table is just something easy to meet, and yeah, that's about Munich. The next thing is Düsseldorf, who's also partner with Crusaders, also every 3rd Saturday in the month, and the reason is, or more or less, the problem does not exist that it's on the same date, because usually at a regulars table the people don't drive that far. So usually, if you're not Samu, you don't drive from the south of Bavaria to North Hamburg for regulars table. So they have their own local area, and the Munich table usually has, like, I mean, I think the one of the people who has the, or one of the regular people who has the longest travel is like 3 hours, and that's the usual part for a regulars table. So yeah, with Corvalex, I recorded a interview because sadly, or I don't know, sadly, they are at the regulars table in Cologne today, so they have to do work there, or fun. And we will play the interview. We talked about what's special about the regular table in Düsseldorf.
Hello everyone. I'm the organizer for the Düsseldorfer regular table, which is funnily enough at the same time always as a Munich table, mostly so that because they are far away and there won't be any other clashes with other regular tables. Anyways, we are relatively new here, and we started in August, which was summer, so we were outside on beautiful weather in a park near the Düsseldorfer main station, which also means that we are very good, very well located for traveling with train and public transport. And there are even some parking lots in the closer near.
Okay, I think what would be interesting to know about your regular table is how many attendees do you usually have, since it's a very new regular table.
For a new table, I think we still got some. It's quite a lot because we are always between 10 and 20. So we're a small one, which even plays into our motto of kleines Treffen, großer Spaß, a small gathering, great big fun. And still, if you're with your friends, you don't mind that it's not that many people around.
What's special about the regular table in Düsseldorf? I mean, we all know there's a regular table in Cologne, like on the other side of the street, more or less. What's the reason so many people are going to the Düsseldorfer Stammtisch?
Special for us are that we don't have that many costs, as we really, but that also comes at a cost of luxury, like you're not getting any free drinks, you better get some yourself, but still then in the winter for our location, we are so lucky that we don't have to pay them anything and we can be there. So that's a huge plus for us.
So you talked about the location. What special location do you have? How did you find it? How does it help your regular table?
Well, it's good to know, but my mother actually found it, and it's the Spilles Jugendzentrum in the south of Düsseldorf. Also very well located for public transport. Normally we only get a small room, the main kitchen, but this last time we actually had the whole of the house for ourselves, and I can just say that was amazing. Like, we might even plan something big next year.
Okay. Do you have any problems with other visitors of the house or something? Or is it like not really problems, or is it like disturbing if there are other people around or something?
I haven't heard anything about that so far, but we've only been there twice, so let's hope it doesn't come to that.
In the short time you're doing the regular table nine, also the setup time of it, what did you learn until now? What could help other regular tables or other people who would want to organize a new regular table?
Doing them in summer is easier than in the winter because you can just go into a park and just do them. Like, that's where we meet, be there, who's gonna bring the grill? They are, good. Who's gonna bring the meat? Yourself. So it's better to just do them and it will evolve from there. That's what I can say to people who want to start a new one.
Do you have any feedback from the visitors or anything you learned from or about the visitors?
Feedback that I've gotten was always great, and they had a good time. That they always want to come back. Some other feedback was that it's less organized than some others, but then again, I think we are only 2 organizers for 10 to 20 people, and that's fine. It's the people who make the table, which it will become, rather than any good activities that you have to plan beforehand, which we sometimes actually do.
What are you planning for the future? Like, you already talked about you want to do an event in the house or something. What are the plans for the Düsseldorfer Stammtisch?
For the Stammtisch itself, it's mostly continue as planned, except that some months we could go to a local winter market, which is right across the street at the Schloss Benrad. So it's like a castle winter, which will be fun, I guess. But other big things for regularly we haven't planned.
Did we forget something?
I was told to say that our activity in the summer also are very sports based. But we also had one visitor who could, yeah, we also let the visitors present something which they want to do. Like we had one who can do card tricks really well. And last time we also had one who showed off his trading cards, My Little Pony trading card game. That in the summer we counter the stereotype of lazy bronies.
Okay. That was Kovalex. Thanks to him for pre-recording this interview with me. We'll continue with the next slide. The Passauer Stammtisch was a really short-term event, a one-time thing, a 1.5 time thing, let's say it like that. We had one Stammtisch in Passau itself. The problem in Passau is we don't really find a location where we can do it. We don't really know where we can, what we can do if we are, if there's bad weather or something, because no one lives in Passau. Yeah, but it's unclear if the Passau Stammtisch will happen again. And yeah, it was one time, or the half time, it was in Wittebroit, because more people from the attendees were from there and said they want to attend it there and don't want to drive to Passau, whatever. But from that idea, I mean, you see we're doing karaoke on the bottom right. From the idea came something new. It's the tabletop and karaoke regulars table in Simbach am Inn. It hasn't happened yet, but it's the idea behind this. Maybe you know tabletop role play, like Tales of Equestria, for example, or also Dungeons and Dragons is a very famous example for it. I think Joni wants to say something. I'll be back in a minute. Because he has to prepare for the Nightmare Night, which is logical because he's the project manager of the Nightmare Night. I thank him for being here. Either way, the tabletop and karaoke regulars table should more or less replace the Passauer Stammtisch. It should be again irregularly on the first Saturday of the month. And in Simbach, because it has a very good train connection if you see it from Munich or Landshut. Not from any other direction. Only from Munich and Landshut. But no. We have a location there, that's the thing, and for a tabletop and karaoke regulars table, we don't expect that much attendees. The idea is more to have a regular gathering for exactly these points, because usually there are people who don't like karaoke, who don't like tabletop role play, and that's the goal of it, just to point out to people who love it, people who want to do it more often, without disturbing other people on an event. Okay. Let's move forward a bit faster. New projects. One thing we started this year was the marketing products. We kicked it off on GalaCon. Don't be surprised, but it's this big minus number there. We invested a bit in products. You can buy them also today at Nightmare Night, yeah. What?
Out of focus.
Okay. I think we really need a red light for where I have to look at. Yeah. We kicked off the department, I think, in like March or April, or maybe earlier, because we got some really cool art from Luminous Flower, which we used for 2 products, and we have 4 products in total. We have the Brony Passport. The idea behind the Brony Passport is maybe you have one, maybe you don't. You should get one. You should get one, and the idea is that every event can make a sticker, and you, as a Brony, can collect these stickers. These are usual regular stickers you can buy in any online shop or wherever. 35 by 35 millimeter stickers, and print them with the design you want. And there are free spaces in the Brony Passport where you can put it then. What we also did with the Brony Passport is do a bit motivation for other events, for partner events of Quest Crusaders, our own events, or some who are just interested in putting their event in there. So people have like a physical calendar of events that will happen. So that's also one of the parts of the Brony Passport. And another thing is that's important because we sold and then gave it out at GalaCon. Another thing is there are informations from Discord servers, Telegram groups, and other contact ways or platforms where you can find information about the Brony community and the meetup community. So it's like small starter kit for being a brony. Yeah. One thing we learned with the Brony passport is we will not sell it anymore. We sold it at the beginning for €3 per piece because we wanted to cover the cost of producing it. Afterwards, we did it for €1, and then we just gave it out at the beer garden because it's kind of advertising material we want to bring to the people. And in the future, we will more likely make it as a free donation. If you get a Brony Press, you have an recommendation for example €2 or something, like what it costs to maintain the whole printing and everything. Yeah, or to just pay it off. The idea is that everyone can get a Brony passport for free, and the ones who want to give something can give something, and the other ones not. And so we don't have the problem that some bought it for €3 and then are completely ripped off because on the next day we are giving them out for free. That's something we learned, and we will do better next time. We also have printed T-shirts, Little Pips Little Party T-shirts in that case. Which sold pretty well. We have only a few left. We have Brony passports left, of course. We have playing cards, not like the French playing cards used for poker, but Bavarian cards, which you can use for the traditional Bavarian game Schafkopfen, and no other game, only Schafkopfen. Yeah, no, you can of course use it for a lot of other games, but it was one of the intentions to make these playing cards because there are some out there, but not really some that are especially made in the Bavarian format, because it's different sizes, had different namings and everything. Yeah, that was the playing cards, and also sold tickets for Bronies Crossing, for example, and also handed out discounts for the Nightmare Night. And one thing that didn't arrive in time were Zollstöcke. It's in German. The English translation is a bit weird. So, like folding ruler. You can say folding ruler. I have some lying around, and the idea was to make a folding ruler with pony design, because some home workers want to have a cool ruler, not just a standard ruler. So we made that, and that's going to be sold for the first time today at Nightmare Night. Okay, don't be surprised by the total minus, because we have to think that we have to keep in mind that we have invested in stuff, and we have like half of the stuff still lying around. Okay, let's move on. So the next project is Wasteland Town. I don't know if we have Lucky Donald in call. Do we have Lucky Donald in call?
Yep.
Okay, then please move her up.
Still muted.
Try again. Huh? Ah, okay.
Take some time.
Take some time. Our internet is slow, and we have to do better next time. Lucky, do you hear me? I just wait for a bit. We didn't mute the audio or something, right? No, should work. Okay. Lucky is muted. I'll keep Lucky in here and tell you about it. I mean, I know also everything about it because I'm one of the heads. Wasteland Town is an interesting project because it's not like the usual stuff we do. It's not a meetup. It's not merchandising. It's a software project. You maybe know Pony Town. It's pretty, yeah. It's pretty common in the pony role-playing area. Maybe you already have an OC made there in Pony Town and whatever. something people don't know is that community servers exist of Ponytown. For example, Ashes Town was one of the community servers that existed, and Ashes Town sadly had to shut down because of internal reasons. And Wasteland Town, which is supported by Quest Crusaders, it's important to say that it's not a project of Quest Crusaders. It's just supported with our with our team and programmers and personal or social media and where it's needed. So that's the whole part about Wasteland Town, and the idea is to get an alternative to Ashes Town back to life, because Ashes Town was like the Fallout Equestria edition of Ponytown, and there's also the connection between Little Pips Little Party and Wasteland Town, so it's like a whole not really it's all connected together. At the moment, we're often getting asked what the state of the project is. At the moment, the head programmers are looking at the code, are looking how they can do, how can they modify the public code from 2019 from Ponytown, that it will run again and that it will work for the intended purpose, and also figure out how to do it legally right. And at the same time, we're setting up the teams for all different departments you need to run it. So that's a bit in the phase, and a bit in the beginning phase, and that's all about it. Okay. We're coming to the financial report. I do a quick sample, okay? I do it quick. I need the table on screen, please. Can you move it over there then? Okay. My beloved colleague Ronnie, Mr. History Pro, made the final calculation from the last years, or more or less from the beginning of Quest Crusaders. And I have to learn talking. Yeah, like said in the beginning, it's always from the last Nightmare Night to the current Nightmare Night. So we have two parts. They're complicated. Yeah. The important thing is, don't be confused because there are two tables. The reason is we categorize we categorize the cost we spend on something and the cost we receive from, for example, fees or whatever. So that's something we will, you can look at it, you can look at the data. That's something that's interesting, because if you look at the costs of the events, you can see where the money goes to. So we know from that something like locations is by far the most expensive. More than half of the cost of the tickets go to locations. Other parts are food and drinks, of course, and smaller parts, the decoration, marketing, and some investments for future reasons. Yeah. On the income side, we have of course the regular entrance fees. We have what we sell with the merchandise. Usually, not everyone knows it. If you're a member of a Brony association in Germany or generally, you can get a discount from the Bronies Bavaria e.V., because the Bronies Bayern e.V. is our partner, or our head organization, you could say it like that. And they have the opportunity, if you organize an event with them, every member of the Bronies Bayern e.V. gets €15 discount, and from another association gets €5 discount. And that's where the Vereinsmitgliederzuschuss comes from. So that's also a big part. yeah, then we have the fund from the what's the fund? The fund is irrelevant. Deposit, yeah. And why don't another word for spenden now? Donations, ja, we have donations. Mir geht's nicht mehr gut. Ich glaube, es sind, warte, wahrscheinlich sind es mittlerweile 35 Stunden ohne Schlaf. It's going to be great tonight, my night. Yeah, let's wrap it up. To say it short, in the first year of Quest Crusaders, from the first night, my night to the second, we made 182 euros and 2 cents plus. On the second year, so until now, we made a minus of 257 and 18 cents. That mainly comes from the merch we started to produce because we didn't cover all of the costs now. So we have a small minus of 75 euros and 16 cents at the moment, but I'm pretty positive that we will come out of this minus very fast. Okay, that was the financial part. If someone has questions, then write them in the comments and I look for it afterwards. Awareness team. We have a very cool concept we started this year, the awareness team, and also not to be confused just with the awareness team on the convention. I mean, you can see it in the middle of Hopsfederfest, and they prepared like small appreciations and stuff, and posters and so cute pony characters. The awareness team on Quest Crusaders goes even deeper. It's not only supporting people on the convention, we're listening to what Volke, it's not an official department right now, but at the convention, she's the head of the awareness team. So she also communicates about that in in the rest of the time we work at events, and we listen to ideas, we listen to how we can make events more accessible in general, also from the cost side, and everything is very important. We look on how people feel, just because Volker is here and tells us what's up at the moment. So Volker sent us a short video. That was the wrong mouse. Volker has sent us a short video, and I'll play it on the PC. Yeah, it's just 4 minutes, we can do it.
Hey there, every pony. I'm Volker. I'm the team leader and founder of the awareness team, better known as the Awareness team. And although our team isn't really part of the Quest Crusaders, the Quest Crusaders really helped us to be an actual thing at conventions. So thanks to Elias, he made us happen at Hopsfederfest this summer in Vienna, and I'm really thankful for that. For a short explanation, if you don't know what an awareness team is, or an awareness team, the team consists of volunteers who are here for you when you feel unsure or alone or overwhelmed or even harassed, and we're here so you can talk to us. We also have a quiet room, and we also provide hygiene supplies at toilets. And yeah, I think it's always good to have another support system. I'm also part of various awareness teams in my hometown, and I'm really happy that we brought it into the community. I think it's such a cool ad. And yeah, as I said, we were part of Hopsfederfest, and then we were at GalaCon, and we received a lot of positive feedback, and I always tear up when I read the comments that when somebody writes, yeah, I didn't really need a awareness team, but it was so good to know that someone was there if I needed it. And yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, especially at conventions when you feel overwhelmed, or you don't have you don't have time to take care of yourselves because you're so fed up with convention stuff. I think it's good that we are here as a reminder that you can also take it slowly and don't forget about yourself during the whole action. Yeah, so as I said, we were at Hopsfällerfest and at Galacon. And next up, we're going to be at Northwestcon in Denmark, and I'm really looking forward for it. Elias wrote about fun facts, so I have a little fun fact or something I found really interesting and really happy, that we supplied hygiene products at both toilets, both men and women, and we laid out pads and tampons in both stalls. So after Galacon or during Galacon, a lot of men came to me and were like, "Oh my God, that's so cool that you provided us pads because a various amount of reasons." And I was like, someone had a bladder OP and they needed pads, or there were trans women and men who were like, "Oh my God, that's so cool. I didn't have to change toilets to get the supplies." And it was like so eye-opening for me that men or the men's toilet also needs pads or tampons, and I think that was such a fun fact for me. And yeah, anyways, thank you for listening, and for the Quest Crusaders, see you later.
Ja, ich höre euch. Ich habe auch wieder den Be Right Back Screen aktuell.
Yeah. So I changed back to the presentation. Slavius, I hope that the connection is a bit better now.
Elias, I don't know how much Volker's message got cut off. Do you want to repeat that, or?
Sollen wir das Kabel tauschen? Slavius, hi.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Let's try it one last time, okay? If it doesn't work, I just say something right now. I don't know if
it works like this.
Okay. I think then just make a video out of it, and everyone who's interested can watch it as a video. So we'll skip the IT for now and jump right to question and answer. We skip the IT completely. We can close Discord so we can get more bandwidth out of there. Maybe we have a better transmission rate then. Yeah, just close it. I love it. Okay. I look at the comments in the in the chat. What do we have here? Yeah, we have technical issues. There was some Gäste 7308 wanted to hug me, and I'm hugging back 2 hours later. Very nice. I see. Damayanti Art joined the chat. Nice. Okay, there's a message from Damayanti Art in the in the live stream chat. Maybe one of Hobbs Federfest, like Silverwing or Kitao, can answer it directly in the chat. We won't join Discord again because we won't get in this trouble. But she writes, she heard that 80 euros for a table was a bit expensive, so they decided to not come next time for Hobbs Federfest vendors. Maybe Hobbs Federfest can write a statement on it. I can say something short about it. Of course, the vendor, the vendor ticket is important for Hobbs Federfest, like for every convention, because it's just a way we can make it for the visitors more affordable. But also, if I compare it to other conventions, I personally only know GalaCon, where it's similarly expensive. So maybe if someone is reading or someone is listening from Hobbs Federfest, Kitao or Silverwing, please write something. And feedback is always helpful, Dama. Just write. Okay, yeah. The Americans team was amazing this time on Hobbs, yeah. Oh, whoosh, Northhorse. Okay. Yeah, I think that was everything. The only question was the one from Dama with the Hobbs Federfest. I hope I didn't miss something else. And since I don't get any messages that something doesn't work, I would say, let's wrap this up. Samu, what do you want to say?
Nothing.
Samu wants to say nothing. So I repeat, nothing.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know. Samu is the last man standing because the technical stuff already went down. Nah.
I'm sitting. That's right.
The last man sitting.
Sitting is the most I will do today.
Okay, but today's party.
Yes,
Are you party sitting?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
I'm doing the herb derb.
Doing the herb derb. Okay. Before we get too much into some meetup insiders, I hope. I don't really think it was entertaining, lol. I hope you got information from it you need it or you never knew you needed. One thing I can say, I was glad that some people joined in today. We will organize this whole meet thing, this QuestMeet thing, completely different next year when we can plan it before and make less of an online event out of it and more of an in-person event, because it's always also for thanking our partners. I mean, the fact that we have something to eat here. I hope you also have something to eat at home. But yeah, we want the QuestMeet to be something just to appreciate what we have done for the year between Nightmare Night and Nightmare Night, and I think we should define it as the New Year standard. Nightmare Night and Nightmare Night. Okay, there's not more left I wanted to say. If you have too much spare time, join Quest Crusaders or one of the other projects, Little Pistol Party, Hobbs Federfest. I think you can switch to the credits then. Because we're done soon. Of course, I want to thank Maki and Xito for letting us use their pictures in the presentation and video, and also thank Acid Applejack and NE3 for allowing us to use the music. What really nice, and we had something we could legally use to put something in the background. Okay. Like I said, Crusaders is always searching for members, and also the other ones. If you were interested in helping organizing, I mean, I think if you watch this, you maybe have seen some of the work we do besides of the most obvious meetup organization. So that's everything I gotta say. Thank you to the team helping me here. Whatever. It was not easy. I apologize. Yeah, the team. We have the one team here and the other team here. One people before camera, two behind. One is chilling here and eating bread. But yeah, that's the. Yeah, we'll do it better next year. But thank you for joining in. I hope we'll see you soon personally. Bye.
I will eat your face.
Someone will eat your face.